guys, welcome to Career Launcher. My name is Abhilasha and I'm taking you through preparation for IPMAT and JIPMAT 2027. So in this series, of course, we've been discussing different topics and today we are doing context clues. So how do you take a sentence and understand it and try and fill up, either do the fill in the blanks or look for meaning of the word or antonym of the word or some such thing. So here we are, we have a few questions, we will try reading them and solving them together. So let's do this, context clues for meanings. All right, so read each sentence carefully and identify the meaning of the word which is printed in bold. Based on the context clues provided, choose the option that best expresses the meaning of your highlighted word. Let's do this. Dr. Aris Thorne had a reputation for being remarkably taciturn during faculty meetings. While his colleagues debated loudly for hours, he rarely uttered more than a few carefully chosen words. So if he rarely uttered more than a few carefully chosen words, that means he did not speak much. So therefore, can he be talkative and boisterous? No. Can he be reserved and uncommunicated? Yes. Can he be aggressive and hostile? No. Can he be opinionated and vocal, talkative? No. So best answer will be reserved and uncommunicative. So the sentence itself tells you the answer. So he says he rarely uttered more than a few means some words. So he did not speak much, right? So therefore he is reserved and uncommunicative. Unlike her sister, so she's not like her sister who was notoriously spendthrift and wasted her inheritance on lavish vacations. So someone who's spendthrift will waste her inheritance on lavish vacations. Maya managed her finance with extreme caution. So Maya and her sister are opposites. Maya spends very carefully. Sister is spending like anything. So is the sister frugal? No, frugal means somebody who spends very carefully. Generous? No. Extravagant? Yes. Lavish vacations. So extravagant, someone who's spending without any thought. Not cautious. So best answer, extravagant. The CEO's imperious demeanor alienated the entire board. He routinely barked orders, dismissed opposing opinions without thought, and demanded absolute compliance from everyone. So what sort of demeanor, behavior did he have? If the behavior was something that nobody liked, it alienated the entire board, means he made enemies of the entire board. So what sort of behavior? He barked orders, he dismissed opinions, he demanded absolute compliance. So he is like a dictator, huh? He is not humble and receptive, not at all. He is domineering and arrogant, yes. He is indifferent and passive, no. He is barking orders, he is demanding absolute compliance. So not passive, gentle and persuasive. From which angle is he gentle and persuasive if he is dismissing opposing opinions without thought? So therefore domineering and arrogant, and that's your answer. Despite the initial chaos, so the word despite says there's going to be opposite. So chaos is confusion. The project manager remained completely phlegmatic, calmly delegating tasks and addressing issues without showing a trace of panic. So if someone is very calm, he's delegating, he is not showing panic. So he is very unaffected, right? He is impassive. Oh, I've got impassive here. Yes, he's stoical, someone who does not display any emotions. Okay, so correct answer, impassive. The scientific panel dismissed the startup's claim as spurious. So they said this claim was spurious, something bad, huh? Pointing out that the data had been fabricated, so faked and could not be replicated in independent labs. So spurious means false, right? That is why it had been fabricated. Fabricated means faked. So that therefore the data was incorrect. Rather than taking a direct route, the tour guide took a circuitous path through the ancient city, winding endlessly through side alleys and roundabout lanes before finally reaching the square. So of course, if it is winding and through the side alleys and roundabout lanes, So it is going this way, that way, that way, that way, somewhere, right? So very straightforward, no. Indirect, yes. Dangerous, no. What is dangerous in circuitous? Scenic would be to show scenery, but this is not talking about beautiful sceneries, right? So no. So indirect, circuitous comes from circuit. The diplomat was praised for his ephemeral speech. Okay, so some speech which is ephemeral, though brief and lasting barely 2 minutes. Okay, so it was brief and lasting barely 2 minutes. It left an indelible impression, means very fixed, very strong impression. So it was very short-lived and fleeting. Long-winded hota to fir it won't last barely 2 minutes. Powerful again would not make sense here, and unclear also no. So the word ephemeral means short-lived. You can also call it transient. Okay, or momentary, very short-lived. All right, to mitigate the severe economic impact of the sudden trade blockade, the government quickly implemented emergency subsidies and tax reliefs. So because there was severe economic impact, what did the government want to do? It wanted to reduce. So intensify, no. Ignore, no. Lessen, yes. Evaluate, no. So mitigate, reduce. Okay. I can also say assuage. Okay, to make it better. Okay, the old professor was known for his idiosyncratic teaching style. He wore mismatched shoes every Tuesday and always started his lectures by singing an opera aria. So, very weird, huh? He's wearing mismatched shoes. He sings an opera aria. So, he's very strange. So, peculiar, not conventional, not boring, not strict. He's very peculiar, strange, having weird habits, right? So, that. The company's growth was severely hindered by a plethora of regulatory hurdles. So there were hundreds of redundant compliance documents. That means there were hundreds of problems that the company had to face, correct? So hundreds of these means there were many of them. So can I say scarcity? No. Can I say abundance? Yes. Can I say lack? No. Series? No. So best answer, plethora. The novel was criticized for its banal dialogue, which relied heavily on tired cliches and predictable phrases rather than original engaging. So it was not original engaging conversation. So it was very boring, right? There were tired cliches and repeated cliches and predictable phrases. So therefore unoriginal, not intellectual, not dramatic, not witty. Although the judge was usually lenient with first-time offenders, so he says there is a contrast. So he was generally lenient, so positive. She proved intransigent in this case. Oh, so this is negative. So if she is lenient on one side, the other side she's become strict, right? Refusing to lower the bail or consider a plea bargain despite repeated requests. So was she flexible? No. Was she sympathetic? No. Was she uncompromising? Yes. Was she biased? No. So she was very strict, right? So intransigent, someone who is unyielding. Okay, unyielding. They will not change. The startup CEO made a precipitous decision to launch the software before testing was complete. So he has done it before testing was complete. That means hurried, right? Something that was not well thought of. So it is not well planned, not cautious, not gradual. It is hasty and rash, unplanned, impromptu. Okay. Oh my goodness, look at what I have written. Unplanned. All right. Her sycophantic subordinates constantly praised even her poorest ideas, hoping that blatant flattery would earn them early promotions and salary hikes. So they're what? They're blatantly flattering her. So are they rebellious? No. Are they critical? No. Are they competent? No. They're obsequious. They behave in a very servile manner. right? They're just out to flatter her. They're licking her boots. The investigative journalist uncovered an esoteric financial scheme so complex. It is esoteric, it is so complex that only specialized forensic accountants were able to decode how much money was moved or how the money was moved. So something that is very complex, not well known, not illegal, not transparent. Yes, obscure and understood by few. The committee praised the scholar's trenchant analysis of the economic crisis. Her sharp, incisive critique cut through the complex technical jargon and directly exposed the core failures of the policy. So, of course, it was very sharp, incisive critique. So, very strong. So, incisive and clear cut is the correct answer. Not vague and rambling, not gentle, not hesitant. Okay. The newly appointed director was determined to eradicate the nepotism that had plagued the firm for decades. So, what is nepotism? I know what is eradicate, to end, right? Now, how do we understand what is nepotism? Where unqualified family members were consistently handed high-paying executive roles over. So, it was what? Favoritism. And to whom? To family members. So, therefore, favoritism shown to relatives is nepotism, not efficiency, not transparency, not innovation. All right. Despite their initial enthusiasm for the startup, the venture capitalists grew chary after reviewing their company's shaky balance sheet, choosing to hold off on investing any further. So, even though, so the despite says there is a contrast. So, initially they were very positive, later they grew chary. Chary means wary and cautious because they held off investment. So, they're not reckless, they're not overconfident, they're not enthusiastic. The old merchant was notorious for his parsimonious habits. Okay. And then I have a despite which says there will be a contrast. Despite accumulating immense wealth, so he had a lot of money, he refused to repair his leaking roof or spend money. So therefore parsimonious is very miserly, na? Miserly. So therefore not generous, not extravagant, frugal, yes. Not careless. He's very stingy with his money, right? Stingy, miserly. Another one is penny pinching. He's very conjuice, huh? The defense attorney argued that the witness's testimony was purely conjectural, as it was based entirely on personal guesses rather than verifiable physical evidence. So that means it was conjecture, it was just guesswork. So proof beyond doubt, no. Speculation, yes. Completely factual, irrelevant, no. So correct answer would be speculation. Now guys, see, in all of these questions that we have gone through, what you would have realized is that the context of the sentence is actually telling us the correct answer. So if you read the sentence carefully, if you take a look at the conjunctions, a lot of times you get your answer from there. Okay. All right. That brings me to the end of today's session. If you did like this session, do make sure that you hit the like button and also that you subscribe to the channel and that you share this session with a friend. To enroll at Career Launcher, 8130038836, that should be your. Thank you so much, guys. Have a nice day. I'll see you again next week, same time, same place. Bye-bye.